What's up, guys? How you doing? Now, as many of you might already know, we're heading to Turkana at the end of June. But to do this, I have to prepare my car adequately, as in properly and in advance, because you know how the guys normally fix your cars last minute, and then when you're driving down, it starts giving you problems. We don't want none of that. And then, as you know, the road to Turkana is not for the faint-hearted. So I don't want any breakdowns, and I'm not taking any chances. Now, some of the things I need to look out for, one, is I know I'll be driving with my AC on. So I need to treat my AC. Have you ever thought about the amount of bacteria in your AC? How many times are guys in your car and they sneeze and they cough? Or let's put it like this. Whenever you switch on your AC, do you get that kind of dusty feeling and you can smell the gas coming out? It's coming out with dust. You end up with a headache, with nausea, or end up with a flu. Now, what you need to do is get your AC line treated. And that's what actually I'm doing here at Zado today. This guy called Eric, he'll be taking care of all my service for me today. My oil changes, making sure that all my fluids in the car are doing well, ensuring that I get first to clean my oil, my fuel line, clean my oil, because this is a long trip. I might as well take advantage of the long trip to take care of the car. So Eric will be taking us through this. You can see he's already armed and ready. So join us. Let us show you exactly what's happening today. As you can see, he already has all his stuff ready and in check. First thing he's going to actually do is try and clean the vents. Now the vents is where all the AC gas comes out through. So he's going to use that long pipe, insert it into the AC line, and ensure that he cleans it. Now, if you notice, the can that he has is actually what has that antibacterial treatment. So let's watch him at work and see how things go. You can actually see the amount of dirt coming out from with the foam that's coming out of there. And sometimes we really don't think about the amount of dirt that goes into our AC systems. Think about it. You drive on a dusty road, all that comes back into a car. As you're driving through, all that black smoke on the road, the smog and everything, all comes back into your nostrils if you don't clean your AC line properly. Look at it coming out. If you notice the first few, what has come out with particles and with a lot of black stuff. Now that is the stuff that is actually taking out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch on the AC for the car. Put it on high, and then now put on the AC itself. Using the different levels from intake from inside the car, and air intake from outside, and then the different levels from you pushing it below your feet to above and everything. If you actually see, there's a bit of dust that's actually coming out of that thing. So that's some of the stuff that you need to get rid of. So slowly you begin to wipe it and look at how it goes. But a lot of the foam actually just dissolves with the air that is coming out. If you zoom in, you can actually see the amount of dirt on the tissue. That just shows you how dirty the AC line is. Now, if you don't normally look at it, there, look at this. It's literally black. So that's actually what we've been inhaling this whole time. So as you're carrying your kids, your famo, your pals, this is what we've been inhaling. No wonder we get sick. Look at that. This is a clean tissue that I just pulled out, and you can see how dirty it is. So all those guys with allergies, especially allergy of dust and pollen and all those things, try and imagine how much of that just gets caught up in your AC line. if this is the type of stuff that we're getting out of this car, and I consider my car a considerably clean car. You can try and imagine. So it just goes to show you, man, the things that we actually don't think about when you go to clean your car or service your car, and we don't service as much as we should. And this is the stuff that affects us the most. Now this is to ensure that we get cleaner air when we get it coming out of the system. So this is a second can. So now what we're trying to do is clean up the same line that we've just cleaned up. Now this actually ensures that whatever comes out after that is going to be cleaner air. See it coming out of this side also. Just goes to show you how the whole line is actually whatever together, interconnected. So that is just cleaning the AC line. Now there's a lot more that needs to be done, especially on the car itself. You still have to do the fuel line to ensure that at least you burning on all cylinders properly. You've cleaned out your nozzles, you've cleaned out your fuel line. A lot of gunk. Gunk is now just a collection of what we call carbon and a bit of oil and the fuels that have collected over the years. That you need to clean that out every so often. So now what we're actually going to do now is go and try and clean the fuel line. Now this is what we use to clean the fuel line. All these are available here at Xado, so you know what, let's go do this.